Don't panic, a new Spider-Man trailer and/or gameplay is getting hotter, as a PlayStation showcase may well be right around the corner, as in this month, taking us all by total surprise. Now that's if the rumours are true, but it would make a lot of sense. But what we do need to do is make sense of this madness. If you could leave a like on this video, it helps a lot, so I'd really appreciate it. But you can turn your like into a dislike if you get to the end of a video and you say, well, I didn't really enjoy it. But if you could leave a like right now, it helps a lot. So to give some context, let me bring you up to speed with the craziness that has happened these past few weeks with Spider-Man 2 news. Now in order, it was as follows, and I'm going to rank these as phases. So phase 1, we had Venom's voice actor go on a podcast called Deeper Depths, to where he gave some very subtle yet huge teasers for the game, which included how wild Venom will be in this game, how great the map looks, the fact that he has done a little motion capture. Now Tony, who is Venom's voice actor, stands at around 6'3" if I'm not mistaken, so that gave us a little idea on the scale of Venom in this game. He then teased consistently that we should have 2024 jotted down in our calendars. Now 2024 is not the release date for this game, so that led to speculation of a Venom expansion allowing you to actually play as Venom. Phase 2. Fans went crazy, so crazy that it felt Insomniac were virtually being held hostage until they gave some news for this game. They, as in Insomniac Games, then responded to a user on Twitter, in short telling them to be patient. Phase 3. We all began to try not to get hyped for the Game Awards show, as this game never even made it to their most anticipated games of 2023 list, which made this scenario of the game's presence there kind of a 50-50 scenario. But with low expectations, we all deep down hoped something was going to happen. Phase 4. Nadji, who is Miles Morales' voice actor, randomly retweeted the official tweets from last year, which revealed the trailer for this game, more or less a day before the Game Awards show, again causing major hype as it was just that random. Phase 5. The Game Awards came and went with not a single mention of Spider-Man. Phase 6. The okay, what is going on moment. Though expectations were low, it left a lot of confusion. Phase 7. Nadji, again Miles' voice actor, took back to Twitter to say, and I quote, "We gonna end the year right for y'all." Now everyone is hyped with the whole, okay, it's happening, this is the month, etc. I mean, everyone is just completely hyped at this point. Phase 8. James Stevenson, the community director at Insomniac Games, tweets a gif of Peter and Miles from the trailer. Now again, at this point, we are just incredibly hyped, as in off the charts hyped, running around even more hyped. Phase 9. The game randomly gets listed a day or two before the new Across the Spider-Verse trailer drops on the PlayStation Store, allowing you to add it to your wish list. Now this was specifically for the UK/Europe PlayStation users. Phase 10. James Stevenson goes back to Twitter to quote tweet the image of that listing, saying, "Add Spider-Man 2 to your wish list." Phase 11. We are all like, wow, this is it. A few days until the Across the Spider-Verse trailer is here. This is going to be wild, as it's got to actually be a reference to a gameplay trailer or a trailer this week. Phase 12. The game is delisted from the PlayStation Store. Phase 13. The Across the Spider-Verse trailer comes along and features Insomniac's skin for Spider-Man, or should we say their version of Spider-Man in that universe. Phase 14. One of the writers for this game lists on their website that the release date for this game is being, and I quote, fall 2023, and then it has since been removed. Phase 15, now this is where we are currently. People think all the build-up was simply for the skin that was shown in the Across the Spider-Verse trailer, or as I say, just simply Insomniac's version of Spider-Man in that trailer. That's what all of this build-up was for. Now, we're going to get into the info in the PlayStation Showcase event, but to most of you who think that all the teasers were solely for, of course, the Spider-Verse trailer, which featured Insomniac's Spider-Man, it simply wouldn't make a whole bunch of sense, and here are two simple reasons why. One, wouldn't the guys on Insomniac's side who have been teasing for the past few days, specifically James and Miles' voice actor, simply go back to their pages and actually address what they were teasing? For example, I told you guys we'd end the year right, can't wait to watch the movie on ... and it features our version of Spider-Man. Number two, I just simply don't think an Easter egg, if that was actually the case, has ever had this level of a tease before. That is just completely next level. I've never seen it before, and as I say, it's not even been addressed by the people on their Twitter accounts, so I mean, come on guys. Now, of course, we should remain patient, and with everyone who says fans should stop requesting trailers, etc., I agree too. I seriously do. But at the same time, it does contradict itself as fans are actually being teased, right? So you're being teased and then you're being told not to ask for things, which you shouldn't be, by the way. You should not be hounding the devs at all, and definitely not blackmailing. I've seen that a few times, by the way, which I'll talk about in a whole different video, but that is just insane. But that's something that shouldn't genuinely be happening. But in terms of fans being hyped and fans expecting something soon, you kind of gotta give people credit, right? Because they've been teased a whole bunch, literally in the space of a week or two. On a side note though, Across the Spider-Verse looks incredible. Now, this is where the PlayStation Showcase event is allegedly set for the 21st of December. This actually took me by complete surprise. It's very odd, just very, very odd. Now the news where it actually comes from is even more strange, as it actually was from a YouTube channel called PS Ready, which highlighted the date in their thumbnail, followed by a title saying, "Surprise PS Event." Now then, the title was completely changed alongside the thumbnail. But in the window, in the sense of when that video was released and when the thumbnail was removed and the title was changed, etc., we're talking close to, well, I mean, we're talking like, what, 18 hours plus, if I'm not mistaken at this point. So things are very, very questionable. Now, the reason why I've referenced that YouTube channel is because it's actually a very, very good YouTube channel. And all of the things that they actually cover on that channel and the news they give, alongside their speculation, which is actually very clearly stated, is very solid. So it's very much a channel that you look at and you're like, okay, although these, videos are made by fans because they also have an Xbox Ready channel, it kind of, goes to the question of, okay, well, it's very much legitimate. We're not going off any or spouting off any very wild ideas here. Now, the fact that, again, these guys are also going off at the same time, of a date being 21st of December, is just very, very wild. Does someone know something that we don't? Well, yeah, very likely. Now, does a random PlayStation Showcase event make sense to happen in some way or another? I guess so, as this is the first year, if they don't have one, to literally ever happen to them, as in a whole year without a showcase. Now, with the hot news going around within the PlayStation business world, I guess there are multiple reasons as to why we have not had one. However, with the listing of this game, the tweets by the devs, it's clear that there has been some information where these guys are aware. Also, the fact of things like the game's listing being acknowledged by people like James Stevenson, for example, further indicates it's nothing random and it's actually expected, but they may just be thinking, oh, it's actually just, gone live a few days before we actually thought it was, because the trailer or the gameplay is dropping on ... So here's where we currently stand, as I say, on phase 15, where people are just simply confused as to what the build-up has been for. We are very much at that moment where I feel we basically have 15 days or less until we really find out if we're getting anything for this game. And if I have to go by my gut feeling, with everything hopefully summarized properly for you guys to where it does actually show a clear runway for a new trailer or gameplay, then I think that we are very much getting hotter. If not, we are practically more or less on fire in terms of how close we are to getting something. I want you to leave your thoughts on this, because this is very, very wild information going around. Though it be rumors, if it turns out to be true, it will be absolutely massive. But it's also questionable how you go for a whole year with no information to a span of less than 2 weeks and just having tons and tons and tons of information being thrown out to you, both from credible sources, both from speculation as well, and simply just theories that are ultimately built off from teasers from the higher ups. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below. Did you know how big the map is though potentially going to be in this game? Well, if you don't, you need to watch that video on screen right now.